Yeah, I mean, it was a way to combine infinity and humanity in a title, and then I was very lucky to find out that the expression, one of the expressions for infinity in my culture from Iran is the number for infinity is 10,000, and I experienced that in Chinese philosophy, in Tao Te Ching, you have the same thing with 10,000, and also here in Korea. So it was like a very strong reference or strong code for me to tap into, and the eyes is a way of describing humanity or describing having the concept of who's being seen and who's not being seen in this society of class system. I think inspiration is a very difficult thing to describe, first of all. It comes, but I think mainly just living everyday life and working every day gives you inspiration. And visual inspiration, I'm very interested in films and cinema and movies, and so I see a lot of films, so a lot of it comes from there also. Usually when I work with paintings, there's a lot of layers, so something appears and something disappears. I usually this was based around the concept of sometimes I find myself in a situation where if I hesitate in life, if I don't take direction, or if I don't find the agency within me to choose a direction, it will be chosen for me. So you have this character with no mouth, and his eyes are without direction, and you have these creatures moving him towards a direction. So, for instance, if you don't choose what you want to do with your life, your parents will choose for you, or society will choose for you, or whoever's around you, maybe your wife or your partner or your children or your dog even. So I like to stress that. I like that. And also, can I add something to it? It can sound a little bit like that I'm saying that you have to do everything yourself. I'm not saying that, because I strongly believe in that we have to collaborate as human beings and do stuff together. But this is just about the initial, yourself and you finding direction and you finding agency. And of course, all these things are just concepts and ideas, and concepts and ideas, I don't believe that they have you cannot make a painting with a concept, so it has to also appeal to you visually. So with the composition and with the rhythm and with the colors, it has to, that's the primary thing of a painting. And maybe later on, it can have this kind of a heart inside, which is the concept. We tend to refer a lot to birds in Iranian culture. In poetry, we tend to write about birds very often. And also in the imagery of the culture, there's birds all over the place. Usually one of the primary meanings of birds in Iran, it's not the freedom idea that we have in America, for instance. But or in Europe also, Picasso referred to birds like a sign of freedom. Or in Iran, we refer to it as an animal who has a very strong sense of agency and direction, because they have this system of navigation. They can find their way home, their way out. So we always refer to that as it's a god to us, because we as humans are trying to be as birds in the sense of the agency and the direction.